Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the United States Grand Prix here as part of Supreme Racing League. I'm Ben Rwaggy McConnell, and joining me on the caster's bench is Jamie Amkasa. We don't have Crow with us today, which is a good thing in such, because it does mean that we do have other drivers on track that will be able to give us a really good run for our money. So I do have some very nice little graphics for you today. So first up, I want to point out to you that there is a possibility that Lemon could lose out on P2. If Hazard manages to score more points than Lemon, bear in mind that Lemon isn't here today, then Hazard can actually do well. Hazard needs to just have a nice clean race, do what he's been doing all season long, which is have a nice consistent run, and life will be looking good for him. So, let's take a look now. Tommy hasn't improved, but FK Gaming does take pole position provisionally. Is Hyper's going to be quicker? No. He isn't. Look how close they are. 1/100th of a second separates these two drivers.
But there we go. FK beating Hypers.
Yeah. Beaker has a race engineer. No one else on track has a race engineer. And their race engineer will give them a huge level of information that he can use to his advantage.
And he'll then know how many penalties everyone around him has got, as we are starting to fill up the grid.
We are indeed. So formation lap has ended. We are about to get underway with the US Grand Prix. Will it be Hazard taking P2 today? We'll have to wait and see, but now it's about time these lights went out and all the drivers smashed their foot pedal down hard and see who gets away with grace. It's looking pretty solid if you are Hypers, because you are right on the inside, but i7's looking for moves down the inside too, and he couldn't get it. But Hypers has got P1. Beaker gets shunted off to the side. He's down in P7 at the minute, but Hypers, what a start from him.
Start from Hypers, look at Brownie, he's jumped up as well. On the super softs, absolutely flying off the grid. Inside line helped to take it, and obviously as Beaker was tangling with other drivers, he's gone, oh thank you very much. But having said that, I've just jinxed him because he's just run wide and under pressure from Tom Young, who's run as well. Tom spun it a little bit and got in. I think he might have hit Beaker, but Beaker's gone through and Tom Young has dropped right back to P9.
He has indeed.
Bad timing for me to sit on board with him, wasn't it?
Yep, Caster's Curse indeed. Borderline actually having a little bit of an issue there, and that sent him off to the side. He has caught it in time, but now he's heavily under threat here from Julian. Julian is wheel to wheel as they come down this long straight. Beaker only just ahead of him in P6 at the minute. Who's going to break latest? It's looking like, Julian locked up pretty hard, and that's going to cost him. Daniel Epic's also trying to make some moves too, but he just got caught out a little bit too much. And that meant now that, now look at this, Tom Yum's actually going to make some moves down the inside too. Tom Yum and Daniel Epic are toe-to-toe yet again. But Daniel Epic comes out on top. This is looking good. If you are a Ferrari fan, you are starting to see them get Larry and actually make some moves happen on this track.
Oh, damage. That's Fragioko. He's gone off. Didn't look like a hard enough hit to cause damage, but Tom Young coming across aggressively to defend the position, hit the front of Fragioko. He's picked up front with damage and dives straight into the pits. There's been a little bit of contact behind Tom Young and KGG have come together. KGG's got a lot of front wing damage. I suspect Tom Young does as well. And Tom Young has retired. I think he's realised that. I don't know whose mistake it was. I didn't see enough of it to judge. But Tom Young has said enough is enough. And out he goes. Julian on the back of Borderline, looking down the inside into the final corner. But he's going to get a decent drive. Not as decent as he's hoping. He does have slipstream as they go up towards towing up the hill. He's got the inside line. He's not going to make a move, is he?
He is. He's going for it. Who's going to come out better off? It's looking like Borderline has held it. Yeah, he has. P7 is still all his. To be honest, overtaking through here, not that Julian's going to stop trying, but overtaking through here is almost a suicide mission. You should try and tell him that as it's come together. Borderline gets tapped on the inside, and that's now meant that Borderline was a little bit wobbly and actually lost a position. I think Julian should be given that position back. Daniel Epic, where did he come from? He's actually gone down the inside of Borderline, and now he's going to be trying to do the exact same thing, going into Julian. Nope, Julian managed to keep it in check, and there he goes, off he goes.
But for how long? Because the guys behind now have DRS. Daniel Epic is going to make a move here, that's for sure. But he's got a man behind him.
They're
Julian
going to
goes
go
defensive.
3 wide. Actually, that's a good, smart move there by Borderline. He had a very inside. I mean, there's inside lines, and there's what Borderline had, and that would have been almost impossible to keep himself out of trouble. That would have been exactly that, Borderline in trouble.
Julian and Daniel Epic. Julian hugging the inside of those corners, trying to hold off, but he's going to get a not as good drive off the corner as Daniel Epic has, and Daniel Epic has...
Beaker's coming into the pits already? Has he collected some damage?
He must have done, because that's not a pit stop I would have expected to happen this early on.
I think I saw damage on the right side of his wing. I'm not quite
Julian going down the
sure.
inside, not quite. I mean, maybe he is. Daniel Epic is going really deep. He's going to lose 2 for the price of 1 here if he's not careful. Borderline can't get past Daniel Epic, and he's a little bit out of shape. He's going into the S's. I think we're going to see some changes happen here as I7 FK has pitted. That's early in itself as well. Maybe he's picked up some damage from some... He's not even going in the pits correctly. He actually lost control of the rear of his car going into the pits. Yeah, he needs to get the move done.
Oh, wow, that was a very big squeeze there by I7, but Hazard has managed to make it work, and actually he managed to defend himself for the inside of the next one. He's going to keep going, Hazard, but he's left so much room there for I7, and actually that might have cost him, but no, he's held on enough. P-set, P2. Oh, where did he come from? I didn't even see that. He just slotted in out of nowhere.
And he just stuck it down the inside and able to hold it.
And whilst this has been happening, look how close Brownie has got to the back of these guys. And Brownie, he's not anyone you want to be, just ignoring and brushing to the side. I7 goes into the pits, and now Hazard went from being on the aggressive to being on the defensive. He's going to have to figure out a way to hold back Brownie because he does have DRS. Oh, wow. You think he's going to go that far on the tyre?
I think he can.
You said 16 laps, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be a long stretch, even if he 19. Does... Yeah, exactly. It's a 25 with an additional 6 laps on what they already said. Actually, look at Brownie. He made a move beautifully done there by Hazard. On Hazard, sorry.
On lap 25, not lap 25 age tyres.
I see what you're saying. Sorry, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's right. Okay, right. Let's just keep on touch with Brownie and Hazard, as Brownie did make a lovely overtake on Hazard coming out of that middle straight.
As Beaker has retired already, so looks like there's a little bit out there. So Hypers will come in now. Is Hazard coming in as well? Yes, he is.
So
Brown will take the lead and try and put some high-paced laps in to just try and get a lead over Hazard.
Oh, I7 getting a 3-second time penalty there. I think that's his second one of the session, if I can remember correctly. Interestingly, Julian's pit 9 laps in on these super softs.
They're obviously not working for him.
No, they're really not.
So that's FK is going to come out right alongside Hazard. Other way around, sorry. Side by side through turn 1. FK is going to get a better drive. Or is he?
Well, Hazard is showing... Oh, they actually touched. They kept it together somehow. I don't know how he called that. I'm going to give both drivers some credit there. They both destabilized each other, and both of them managed to catch it. And look, you wouldn't even believe that they just had any sort of little wobble there. They're still giving it the full beans. And Hazard, he has just come out on these fresh, freezing cold softs, so now he's going to have to warm them up, and all at the same time he's going to have to do that. He's going to have to defend himself from a very quick FK Gaming, and FK made such a good dive down the inside there of Hazard, but look how much pace Hazard has got coming down. They are side by side. FK Gaming has his wing open, but Hazard is just that much quicker coming down home straight. FK is going to have the inside, and that means now that he is ahead. But remember, this is USA, and it does mean that any little mistake or any slight switch of places, and you could be on the inside, you could be on the outside, and...
Look at that dive, and that cutback.
How has he done that?
I knew it was coming, and just went, well, I'll come back at you then. But Hazard has still held on just off FK. That's some great driving between these two. You said it in the warm-up that we expect a lot of battling. And we're getting it. As Hazard's run off, FK has got back in front of him.
He is. And actually, I think he may have actually secured DRS for him because the activation was there. Yeah, look, he's got it. So DRS is available for FK Gaming as well. That does mean it is a very cemented P4 for him at the moment. But look how close Hazard is still at the end of the turn 1. FK Gaming took that corner a little bit harder, and that means that he's gone wide. Hazard now is going to have a much better run off. Is he going to be able to chase him down into turn 3? Let's see. No, he had to back out. Alright, here we go again now. Brownie is going to have to defend himself yet again, coming down this middle straight. It's looking a little bit better for FK Gaming this time round. He's actually going to be using that full DRS to his advantage, and as long as he doesn't lock up or go wide off track, which he didn't, he is going to be able to claim that place. Brownie, though, he's getting some serious pace down on this track. And look at him giving it everything he can to pull it back. He's going to do the cutback that FK Gaming did earlier. I don't think he is. And FK Gaming, he's currently on the podium. This is looking good for him. But look behind. Look at this Hazard. He's now going to go down the inside. The battling just doesn't end. How are they doing this? Oh, there's contact.
Oh, I thought he was going to hit his rear wheel. Squeezed by FK. And he's not going to make it. Or is he? He's going to get a decent drive, have the inside line, and up he goes. But, as we know, this isn't over until the next few corners. Brownlee aggressively defending and attacking at the same time. Holds it for now. Hazard with a little bit of oversteer. Is he going to have... You might not get a chance here, but he should be close enough to make a move. Oh, he's going for it, he's going for it. Through he goes, but as we've said so many times, that's only half the job. It's probably not even half the job on this track.
It's probably about a quarter.
It is. But he's making it look good. Here comes FK through down the inside as he's done before.
There's contact!
A little bit of contact, yeah.
Hazard ran wide. I think he's going to have to give that position to Hazard again. The other thing to note is FK Gaming is 10 laps in on these supers, so we know that they can do about 16 laps, which is, that's good and that's all well and good and everything, but in terms of optimal grip, it won't be there, and that's why he's coming into the pits. Also, to note as well, his ERS was on very, very, very low levels, so in order for him to be able to actually do what is required on the track, he needs to charge that up. He couldn't close in on Hazard anymore because the tyres were just not working out.
Julian again.
I mean,
I was about to say Julian's closing down these guys, but he's just getting more and more penalties.
And FK Gaming is going to be looking for some moves. That was almost a little bit of a nudge down to the back of borderline. Borderline's made a mistake. There was a contact there between the two of them. But FK Gaming is going to be able to get the power foot down. And actually, Borderline, he got much better drive. Where's he gone? Borderline's gone off the track. He's binned it so bad. I think there was contact between FK that nudged him off to the wall. But wow, that was disastrous for Borderline. FK Gaming also almost took out Daniel Epic. So close between the two, and Captain Consistency has a penalty. And wow, that was a big crash. Oh, FK Gaming is actually making moves down the inside of Daniel Epic. He's done it. That's a cemented P6. I don't think we'll be seeing Daniel Epic make any changes anytime soon, especially not until we get to the DRS zone, although he's still giving it the full beans.
He's trying.
So what he's been trying so hard to hold on to is now not looking good if you're in Mercedes right now. You've just lost a driver, and you've got another driver who's about to lose a position. And I think he has. I think he's lost it. Julian has claimed P4 so far. Red Bull's 3 and 4 at the minute. I mean, obviously, they both do have a lot of penalties. Yeah, Julian more than anyone, but whether or not you're going to be able to make an overtake happen here, I don't think so. But that exit was not what you wanted. No. Very wise not to dive. I7 getting a bit out of shape and a little bit of net connection issues. Actually puts them both inside of each other. Now Brownie's going to be going down the inside. I7 is going to stay very strong. Hopefully going to keep the line so that he can benefit on the inside of the next one. And it's just going to keep on switching inside, inside, inside. Let's go see. But I7 so far holds on to P2. Where is our race leader? Here he is. He's coming up to the final corner. He has just overtaken his teammate KGG to overlap him, going into...
Julian's taken Brownie.
Oh, he has.
Despite penalties, he's taken him. Brownie's going to have the inside going through the long right-hander.
He's actually ahead. He's doing a really good job of it. And there was contact between the two of them and actually nudged Julian a little bit further ahead. Now is Brownie going to go down the inside and make a move on his teammate? But I don't think he knows that.
Hazard! Hazard!
Captain Consistency. Look at that. Hazard P2. What an absolute machine. But it just goes to show how much being consistent really pays off for you. Some of you may be aware that next week is actually Mexico, okay, in Supreme Racing League. Now, I have been informed that, sadly, Amkasa is not going to be able to commentate with me next week.
Mummy's birthday.
It is Mummy's birthday. So, obviously, I had to do what I could do in order to get a co-commentator, so it's not just my voice continuously throughout the entire stream. And it is my pleasure to announce to you all that the one and only King Kodiak, who, if you don't know who he is AOR's Tier 1 commentator, head commentator, will be commentating alongside the one and only Rwaggy at Supreme Racing League next week.